And like I said at the top of the show, today is the Independence Day of the Republic of the Gambia, 18th February, regained in 1965 from the Europeans. So we are celebrating with them because, yes, we are one people. Different countries on the continent of Africa, but then we're still one people. So, as I stated, Zindi Anthony Levi is on the line with us right about now, all the way from the Gambia. And we would be having conversations about what's happening in Gambia today. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Africa Daily Show.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. How about you?
I'm okay. Great to have you on the show.
Yeah, I'm very much pleased to be on the show too.
Super. I believe you're very excited today. Being, an Independence Day, it's going to be like all merry. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. I am.
Great. So we have Mr. Zindi Anthony Levi. Did I mention the Levi correctly? Before I get myself into trouble.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. It's actually pronounced correctly.
I'm just trying to be safe. Yeah, no trouble.
Yeah, sure.
Great. So tell us, what is happening in the Gambia today? Considering the fact that COVID-19 is at the forefront of everything now, how are we celebrating the Independence Day in Gambia today?
We're actually celebrating the Independence Day in Gambia with the normal march past that we usually have.
Oh, there will be a march past?
Yeah, but there was a march past. It was actually held at Banjul.
Okay.
Which is the capital city of the Gambia. So we usually have a normal march past, but with a lot of consideration with the COVID-19 precautions.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the numbers could have been much bigger.
Right. Oh, okay. So the numbers were less this year, I believe, as compared to previous years, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Now so you're not in Banjul, is that what it is? You said in Banjul, so it means you're not in Banjul, you're not in the capital city.
No, I'm not in the capital city right now.
Oh, okay. But okay, considering the fact that you're a blogger, you're a social researcher, and a writer as well on pertinent issues happening in the Gambia, you want to take us back and explain to us how has it been since 1965? I believe you were not born at that time, but maybe you can tell us, based on the research you've made so far, how has Gambia been, the growth pattern, been since independence till today? What's the pattern like? Focus on health, the economy, education, and politics. Let's begin with health.
Yes. Let's start by actually appreciating the efforts of our nationalist leaders who actually pioneered the efforts to make sure that the country had independence at the time. The likes of Sadao the Jawara.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the likes of Francis Small and the likes of Reverend J.C. Fai, who are very much putting a lot of effort so that the country could be liberated. But getting into the discussion proper, yeah. The health system in Gambia is not very improved as to what Gambians will actually want, because we have seen a high rise in maternal deaths with regards to women giving birth,
right? Because
of lack of good healthcare system to make sure that they're given better healthcare opportunities so that they can actually take care of them health.
Okay.
And much more going further, we would like to look at the aspects of children. Malnutrition has been the order of the day, especially in the rural Gambian area.
Right.
In the rural Gambia area.
Right.
Yeah, so we could see there's not much advancement with regards to healthcare, because there are a lot of problems that you cannot be solved in the Gambia. You need to go outside and beyond.
Right. But then let me ask you this. So what is being done to address these challenges that you've just outlined? I believe something should be in the pipeline. Don't forget, COVID is here, and it's actually brought most economies to their knees. Plans have changed, but then I believe something is being done to address these challenges. Yes.
Yeah. Much more hospitals have been built, but then the essence of them being called an hospital is still going to be looked back.
Right.
Because although we have a medical school in the Gambia,
okay,
but then there are some crucial stages of healthcare issues that you need to go outside the country to. You need to go outside the country to make sure you've been taken care of.
Okay, right. Now let's move on. Right. Let's move on to the economy. Generally, people cannot survive without, an easy access economy where you want to establish a business, get jobs, equal access to opportunities and all of that. How is the economy like since independence to now?
With aspect of the economy, and employment is still the order of the day in Gambia, I would say. Because for instance, a youth like me has just graduated from university. For me to attain an internship opportunity is even very much difficult.
Right.
Yeah, so we could say the economic aspect as a country, we're still depending, because can you imagine in a country where the national budget, it's even for it to be even financed is a problem, because we look for donors from outside to actually help us to actually foot the bills of our budget, and then we could say the economic is actually deteriorating, as the case may be.
Well, this is something that you can find a bit similar to some African countries as well. But so, is there anything that you may say that from say as compared to last 5 years ago till today, something hasn't changed? Is that what you're saying? Has there been an increase in something? The level of employment, has it decreased? Has it decreased by a certain percentage?
The level of it has actually decreased, because there are a lot of projects that have been coming to the Gambia after
that's
the new
positive.
democracy.
That's good. Okay.
This is it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's somehow positive.
Let's talk about education. How has it been there?
The education system.
Yeah, let's talk about education. Yes, accessibility to education. How is the yeah.
Let me actually start with the good thing. Yeah.
Obviously.
In the New Gambia, we actually have a university, and then I guess it was years ago we didn't have that.
Okay.
And then now we have the opportunity to have our own university. So we'll say that's a step in the right direction.
Okay. Good.
But with regards to education, we could say good education for that matter.
Right.
And standard education, it's been a problem, because most of the schooling opportunities are being given to the elites. That is to say, in order to have a good education system, or to even go to a good education school, you need to have a certain amount of
right.
Yeah, from your parents, or at least get a sponsor, or even go outside the country for you to have a good standard of education.
So are you saying those living in the rural areas find it very difficult to access school? Education in general is very difficult?
Yes, because like I said earlier, I've been opportunity to actually go to all these places, and then for them to even have good teachers is a problem.
Is a problem.
The infrastructure may be there.
Yeah.
But then to make sure that they're actually being taught the basic education
is lacking.
Necessities is actually a problem. It's actually lacking. Yeah.
Super. Well, let's talk about something that is not too far away from the whole conversations, which is, of course, those who manage all of these. The economy, the health sector, the education sector, would obviously be managed by the politicians. Now, let's talk about politics. How stable has it been since the new president took over, in terms of the general overview, assessment of the country? How has it been in terms of political talks? Has it improved?
Yeah, it has somehow improved, because the political culture in regards to Gambia is improving, because people are not being hold up because of what you say, or your opinions being actually written out.
Right.
Compared to what we had before.
So freedom of speech and expression has improved. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sure, it has improved.
Right.
But from that other end, which is actually talking about making decisions. The Gambia is faced with this problem, that is making sure that government make up priorities.
Okay.
Like education, make up priorities like healthcare.
Okay.
They are so much mismatched with all those things.
Okay. Well, I believe with voices such as yours and others as well who think like you, definitely you would have those who oppose. But I think something would definitely be done for the good of the people in the Gambia. I believe I'm with my colleagues here in the studio, and I think each and every one of them would have a question for you. Epe, Mame,
sure.
Hafiz, any questions for Mr. Levi? Hafiz, want to go?
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Levi.
Yes.
Yes, I read something interesting. It's good you guys touched on political climate. Now, I read something interesting about the Gambia regarding, how voting is done. how
Yeah,
they
sure.
use glass
I
marbles.
stole my question.
Yes. So I mean, I find that very interesting, but I think recent conversations show that it's something they want to, you guys want to move away from. I just want to know what the conversation lately has been like surrounding that subject.
We're actually having an election bill that is about to be enacted.
Okay.
So, but I think Gambian is not actually ready for another mechanism in terms of voting, because we have a high level of illiteracy in this country, and then using the other methods that has been adopted by other countries, it may somehow be very difficult for us to adopt, because until now it is sad to say that we have not even started educating people on the new voting system that we want to adopt. So if this is the case, I'm afraid that it will not actually serve our realities, because actually low voter turnout may be a possibility in this election. And then Gambia we're talking about a new political dispensation in which each and every class of society need to partake in the decision making process of our country.
Okay, just a quick follow up. Yes, speaking of illiteracy, I mean, the figures suggest otherwise, if I'm not mistaken. According to figures by UNESCO, you have a literacy level of about 51%, as at 2015. So how come
Yes.
the literacy subject conversation is something that you guys are using as a basis to move away from it, or to not
Yes.
add on new ones?
Okay, that may be very true, but we need to actually look at the amount of illegal migration that has happened, actually taking part in this country.
Okay.
We could see we have lost a huge number of youths. So we could say the youthful population has actually taken up the illegal migration trend.
Right.
So that could also affect the numbers, I would say.
Okay.
Because because that could also be put into consideration with regards to this.
Okay. Epi has got a question. Let's go.
So, Levi, I wanted to find out, with the whole educational system, are there efforts being made or being put in place by people in places of power? I mean, these politicians, to actually ensure that you can bring those, especially in the rural areas, up to level when it comes to education?
Yeah, much is been done, because like there's a scholarship fund. It's called MRC Holland. They're actually giving scholarship opportunities to students who are living in the rural areas, especially those who are given the opportunity to come to the university. It's just about you having the qualification and then you apply. So we could see much effort has been done to make sure we educate the people around that end. But it's sad to say that the African dispensation, politicians don't actually like people getting aware of what is happening, especially trends in which they want to safeguard their hold on to power. So we could say they are doing much effort, but then I guess more should be done.
Right.
Okay, so a quick one. What would you have to say about education through the arts? I mean, the various forms of arts you have in Gambia.
Sorry, I didn't get your question again.
I'm saying, on the same education matter, what would you have to say about education through the arts? Is it being done? Is it something that's ongoing?
Yeah, it's been going, but I would like to say that at some point, the education are not actually solving the realities of our problems.
Okay, thank you, Epi, for that. Mame, we want to shoot? This is a familiar voice, I believe. Yeah, she's right here.
Hi, Anthony.
Yeah, hello, Amber. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
First name basis, huh?
Okay,
Okay.
so moving it away from the politic talks and the education talks. So
Right.
I've read somewhere that crocodiles are very sacred in Gambia, and they're
Yeah, sure.
seen to possess like magic powers that makes a woman fertile. Could you tell us about that? Is there a story behind it?
Yeah, there's a story behind it. It's just so beautiful that I actually live around that area. It's called Bakau.
Okay.
And if you have opportunity to come to Gambia, maybe I'll take you to that place too.
We would
So,
come to Gambia. I should be getting my passport ready. Oh, yes.
Yeah, sure. So
Okay.
you could do that. It's actually a crocodile pool that is located in Bakau, and then there's this belief that people have. There's this white crocodile that when it comes out, and then you just have to make sure you see it, and then put up your wishes, and then it will surely come true.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So
Be rest assured
the
that
historic
we
part of
would
it.
be transporting more women from all over Africa to the Gambia. Well, it's
Yeah.
great speaking to you,
You can say
Mr.
that.
Anthony Levi. Mami, you have one more, or that's it?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Trust me, we really appreciate your time and efforts, and the conversation was very fruitful, I must say. We would make time to connect with you as well. Epi, you got a quick one, real quick? That's fine. What?
Taurus.
Yeah, how is tourism like in Gambia? Yeah, just real quick.
Yeah, the tourism industry is doing boom in Gambia. Just that it has been affected by due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
But
True.
we do have tourists from all over the world. I will literally say, most especially the Scandinavians.
Oh,
And
okay.
because we have a whole beautiful beaches in Gambia,
Yeah,
and a lot of places that one could visit and take beautiful photos. We have a beautiful sunset,
yeah.
and with regards to tourism, it's just awesome. Like
Wow.
people actually come over for tourism and from different parts of the world. So tourism is just awesome in Gambia.
Right. Well, I want to visit the Jarure village, the one, the Kunta Kinte story thing. I would want to go there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to go there.
yeah, sure. In Jufure.
In
It's a
Jufure.
nice place.
Yeah. What language is that, by the way? Is that Wolof or Soninke?
No, it's Mandinka.
Malinka, rather. Okay, great.
Mandinka.
Okay.
Anthony, sorry, this is one last one. So, with
Yeah,
this whole
sure.
introduction of COVID-19, well, it's not an introduction, but with the whole COVID-19, what are some of the
Yeah.
key things you feel Gambia has done to actually adapt and keep itself afloat?
Important question. Thank you, Epi.
Yeah, we have been faced with the lockdown system, like making sure that curfews have been introduced. We have that for over 6 months period. Almost the festivities like Easter, we could not celebrate it last year. And then we at the university level, we are not having classes. Physical classes. We are actually introduced to the online classes. That was the first time we actually having that. And those are all the precautions that have been brought up to make sure we actually help in preventing the spread of COVID-19.
Super. Thank you very much, Anthony, Zindi Anthony Levi, for joining us on the Africa Daily Show. Like I said, it was very fruitful. We really appreciate your time and effort. And we will reach out to you for more of this engagement as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Africa Global Radio for having me.
You're welcome. Definitely our story, our growth, our future. This is how we do it. I mean, reaching out brings that sense of bliss, I must say. So we just went all the way to the Gambia. You know, we were in Ghana. Okay, Sona Jabate still on play. Gambia, she calls that tune. Somewhere, one of our listeners, in-house listener, Vanessa, really loves Gambia tune, but he can't see me. I deserve a chocolate. It's still February, isn't it? But then let me bring in my colleague so we can have our own conversation just briefly so we can jump on to other matters. Let me start with the man Hafiz. Hafiz,
Charlie,
how was it?
it was great.
Interesting, yeah?
Yes, interesting stuff. About
I love the flow. I love the, the way he brought it out, you can find it like this. This guy actually knows, not generally not everything, but the pertinent ones that we wanted to find out. I mean, it was just right there.
Yes, some way, somehow, I just wish the conversation
Would go
continue.
on and on.
Yes,
True.
There's so much, I think, some of us wanted to know about
Absolutely.
Gambia.
Yeah.
There's so much you can learn from a day like this. I mean, I heard him mention the Malinka tribe.
The Malinka tribe,
Yes.
yeah.
You actually mentioned the
I
word.
said I wanted to go to, Wolof,
but
Malinka,
yes, anyway, so
Fulanis and all of that.
exactly,
Yeah.
the Fula. But the thing about the Wolof tribe, I mean, somehow, the Gambians have been dragged into the Jollof war because of the Wolof tribe.
Wolof, yeah. There's
Yes,
Wolof in Senegal as well.
Yes,
You know,
Senegal
there's
and
this close ties
yeah,
with
and southwestern Mauritania. Yes,
Oh.
yes, they are
guys also battling with Jollof.
exactly.
Just like our people.
Well, they say
Niger?
it actually originates from them. So,
So where did Jollof come from in the first
hey,
place?
let's not start. Let's not go there.
No, I want to go there.
Jollof originally, factually, comes from Senegal.
Ah.
Before any other
Why is that
African
people?
No, no, no,
Don't
no.
worry, we'll do that
You
later.
see.
Don't worry, we'll do that later.
No.
Now I
I'm
want to
just
take.
being honest.
Now I want to take Jollof. Frankly, But then,
Yes, I
real
wish I didn't bring that up.
yeah, you shouldn't have. But then, great one, yeah.
Yeah, so but interesting stuff there. But it's almost like they do it same as when it comes to the celebration of
Exactly.
marking the independence.
Yeah.
Day.
The parades
Yes,
and
the
you
parades
know,
and everything.
dignitaries.
We do ours at the Independence Square.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
they did. I mean, they hold yes at the Makati Square.
Yeah, yeah.
In Banjul, that is. So, but interesting conversation all around.
Right. My man.
Yeah.
How do you call that guy? Anyway, let me not go there. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it.
We have to. We have to go to the court of AGR. But yeah, interesting.
Very
engagement
interesting
with.
conversation. I mean, I read so many interesting facts about Gambia. You know, they have this belief that children who have been circumcised freshly
Uh-huh.
are open to being attacked by evil spirits.
So no circumcision has to go down.
I think once you circumcise your child, let's say you circumcise your child today,
Uh-huh.
you'd have to sprinkle holy water and guard your child till the next morning.
Well, I hope no one is listening in this because because we don't want to see a movie. Gambia part 1 and part
Yeah, but
I mean,
and then he talked about their beaches. I read so much about
Yeah,
the beaches in Gambia,
yeah.
So and he actually gave out an invitation.
and
if I ever
oh yeah,
decide to come to
he
Gambia,
has
so-
officially said it. Yeah. Oh yeah. See,
The team's invitation. Let's just be clear
This
on
is on an invitation. It's not official. President Barrow is not aware.
So I
But-
think I
yeah.
should make plans
Yeah.
and visit the Gambia sometime.
I was actually surprised when I found out that Kunta Kinte had something to do with the Gambia as well, you know? Yeah, Southern Energy. Very true. Yes, Southern Energy. When we mentioned invitation, you've already started. Yes, you. You see?
No, she
I
keeps
knew there was
saying
something.
I and my or what. Look, it's we. Let's just be
It's
clear on
us,
that.
everybody here.
You know when I go, I'll send you
Oh,
guys pictures, right?
You and who will go?
And I'll go.
All of happy. I mean, thank you for saving the day. And actually, I wanted to ask about COVID. Then again, you know, the conversation got so excited that Epi saved the day. Thank you very much for that one, by the way. But yeah, we went all the way to the Gambia, and then we're back here.
Yes, I think we didn't get to ask him a couple of things.
Oh,
but
there
then,
are a lot
yeah,
of questions.
One key thing is that when it comes to the economy, agriculture plays a very, very important
Yeah.
role in it.
I mean,
yes.
peanuts being their, major export,
Yes.
commodity. Yeah,
Yes. Also,
true.
I mean, they engage in raising livestock. We also have crops. There's rice, there's millet, there's maize, there's sorghum.
Yeah.
And I think one of the important things is the fact that there's bird watching when it comes to their tourism sector. Because
Bird watching.
yeah, they have over 540 species of birds.
exactly.
Yes, in
Yeah,
Gambia.
that's true.
So
That is
it's
true.
really, really interesting. I'm sure when Mame does go for her visit, because I mean they've really carved a niche for
Wait.
themselves.
The guy is not okay with you saying
Okay, so
Mame.
when Mame and Hafiz-
No,
No,
wait.
no.
Properly
when
frame
AGR team actually does go for the
AGR team. AB wouldn't want to go. No, you want to go to Zambia? Sorry, you
he
see?
said he wants
I believe
to
that's
go.
why they had to put the Gambia thing. Here I am calling Zambia.
Well, when the AGR team
True.
goes on the exploration visits with Mame heading the top.
She used to be obsessed with Cape Verde, Mauritius, Seychelles.
You know, I like nice beaches.
Yeah, we
so
know
so
you
long
like
as
nice
the
No,
place
we
is-
like dirty bitches, Abby. No, we. What do you mean, behave? The show is Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. This is how we explore Africa and bring you all the goodies, news items, challenges, and look for possible solutions that are being made to solve these issues. It's everywhere, I must admit. But the most important question is, when we are faced with these challenges, what are we doing to solve them? Yeah, very necessary. And I can assure you that we are doing so in our own different ways. I mean, we talked about the lady from Cameroon, larvicide, killing the mosquito even before it became a mosquito, Innovative way. Anyway, final comments so we can just jump into Mami Abba's camp. Let me begin with you, Hafiz. Yeah, when you mention Gambia before actually you got into getting to know Gambia and everything, one of the first things that pops up is Yaya Jammeh. You know what I remember about him is the Quran thing, using that to kill HIV/AIDS and all. It became like, look, I people like I saw comments on social media, my timeline, and they were like, Charlie, if this is real, we need to go to Gambia, especially those who tested positive for HIV. Very interesting moments at that time, you know.
I mean, there are interesting things he said, and
I mean, he talked about the internet by
times he said,
storm.
I mean, he's found a cure to AIDS and all that. I mean,
Yeah.
he said a lot of stuff.
He has this. What do you call it? Is it a how should I even call it? Meds or cure. You need to drink it and then it's over. But then
he said a lot of things and interesting stuff. Things you'd probably not expect to hear from the head of state to say.
But
eventually, I mean, we saw how he was ousted.
Unfortunate event. And you know, with the first part of the whole thing was like promising for the new Gambia, where you call on live television to congratulate the president-elect at that time. And then again, subsequently, we don't want to conceive in everything. A whole lot of conversations around there. But yeah, there's a whole lot of issues there. Let's just rest it there. And then we continue with Blessing the Day. The show is Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. Still celebrating the Independence Day of the Republic of the Gambia.